Hi team. So today we will discuss about the constructors in the class, and we will discuss normal and static constructors in inheritance. When you use inheritance, so what will be the flow of the constructors, and we will understand how we can use the new keyword to hide the base class members in your derived class, and we will understand the flow when we create the object of the derived class anywhere. So what will the flow of the static constructors and the normal constructor? So this is the question basically mostly asked in sometimes in interviews, that what do you understand the normal constructor and static constructor, and what is the behavior and flow of these constructors when you use the inheritance. So let me run the application and we will understand how will be the flow. So here I have created a class A, and you will see that there is some normal methods and one is the static method here. And you will see there are two constructors, one is normal constructor and one is static constructor here. Right, and I have created a class, that is class B. So in class B, you will see some of the normal methods are there. One is static method is there, right? And I have created two constructors. One is normal constructor, one is static constructor, and after that, I'm calling I'm inheriting B class from A class. So that is one thing, and I'm creating the object of class B here. So when we creating the object of class B, so we will see what is the flow of the object creation and calling of the constructors in each of the class. So let me start the application. Okay, so you will see here. So it will first call the static member of the same class. This is the static constructor of class B. Right. That will initialize statical constructor of class B. Then it will go to the normal constructor, and then it will not initialize this one. It will go to class A static constructor then. So it will go to class A constructor, initialize that. Then it will go to class A normal constructor. Like this. Initialize the constructor here, then it will go to class B constructor and initialize the constructor of class B. So that is the basically behavior, and sometimes many companies will ask you that what is the behavior when you or sequence of the constructor calling, you can say. So that is the thing I want to let you know, that many companies are asked like this type of thing. And you will see that here you can see the b dot name hides inherit member a dot name. So what is the meaning of that? That the same name members are in the class A, so it is hiding that. So you can remove that thing using the new keyword. So it will support the hiding the base class members, right? So you can see the error is gone now. Right, and in the latest framework, you will see that for creating the uh, new object, right? So you don't need to write new in .NET 5. You can see. So if I remove this one, so you don't need to write the class name after the new, right? So you can create the object like this one. So that is a new thing introduced in C latest version, that is 9. So today that is from my side. So you can go through this one and you can understand the flow of this inheritance. Right? Thank you guys.